For the bracelet, now we're gonna move right directly onto, well, I think one of the most anticipated pieces in the hour, already so incredibly popular, are the beautiful Byzantine hoop earrings. These are the Byzantine hoop earrings going back, like we said, years ago we were not able to do. I'm so thrilled that we have the black. So many of you on Facebook are ordering the black and the Byzantine and the bracelet. Here's the earrings for the first time. We have the rose or the yellow. These are 5/16 in width. They're about 7/8 of an inch in the length. They are tailored, they are sophisticated. And if you're trying your first Byzantine piece, start right here. Start right here, because remember I was talking about if you have sensitivities, and I always talk, you know, my own personal testimonial. Unfortunately, I've never been able to wear costume jewelry. And the problem was, unless I was wearing precious metal, I couldn't make, you know, have a mix of beautiful assortment of earrings until Technibond came around. Because I couldn't afford, you know, these in gold.
That's the magic. That's the magic in the collection that really has permitted women to build a beautiful wardrobe of jewelry that really is just timeless. I mean, you're going to be wearing these pieces long time into the future. And you know, if you're a young professional and you're just starting off in the workplace and you're like, I really need great looking jewelry so I look successful, because if you look successful, you feel successful. Listen, every host, every guest that comes out here that works on television, let me tell you something. They're maniacal about always looking good and feeling their best, whether it's the jacket they're wearing, if it's Lynn, it's the hair and whether the style she's got.
And to that, a lot of times we don't really feel that great, but you're right. It's that jewelry that can, you know, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But when you were saying that, I was like,
me?
yeah, we're obviously have to be conscious. We're, you know, on television, but a lot of times, you know, people say how it's live television. What if you have a headache? I'm like, listen, there's a lot of times that everything's not just going like we'd hope it would go in the day, whatever that case may be. But when you feel good, and jewelry has that wonderful uncanny knack, especially gold jewelry, to really lift your spirits. Okay, let me show you what we have going on here, because we took our other Karen, by the way, from West Virginia. Hold on, because we definitely want to chat with you. I know you've been so patient with us. I wanted to show you a few selected pieces like these earrings. We had an outside appraiser in the gold, and by the way, I have those gold Byzantine hoop earrings right here, and it's hard to tell the difference. One of these is the gold, one of these is our Technibond.
$1,045.
$1,045 or $44.95 today. Can you tell?
No,
you know, I have absolutely no clue.
And listen, I grew up in the business.
Right.
I grew up seeing more, I've seen more jewelry in my lifetime than anything. And you know something, when I see a pair of earrings like this, that's created and crafted in such a beautiful fashion, that's sterling silver, beautifully electroplated in 18 karat gold, and looks believable, and looks like $1,000 pair of earrings, that's a gift.
Yeah.
That's a gift for you.
That's exactly it. Karen in West Virginia is our gift, Bill.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. How are you all?
Oh, we're delighted that you called.
Are you familiar with Technibond?
A friend of mine recommended it to me, but this is my first purchase tonight.
Wonderful.
Wow.
And what was you? Oh, the Chalcedony ring, they told us.
No, I got the three-layer bead necklace.
Oh, yes. Okay, I've got it right here.
Beautiful.
That's going to be pretty.
Is there an extender on that? They said it's 18 inch. Is there you said like a 2-inch?
No, there's a 2-inch drop where you have the triple drop, but no extender in the back.
Yeah, no, it does not have an extension chain.
Okay, it is 18 inches then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait to get it.
I'm glad you did, because Karen, they just told us that completely sold out.
Oh, it did?
It is. It's completely sold out. Well, we have a date. We can't wait to hear back from you next time, Technibond. We have our Technibond show, and I think you made one of the absolute best decisions as a first-time purchase in Technibond. So enjoy.
I cannot believe that sold out. That's brand new.
I know.
So do you remember, this is the way it used to be.
It's back.
Do you remember it used to happen? It's back.
Did you see how I started the show? It's back. Honestly, yes, we did sell out of the
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
You know, it was funny, we used to do the happy dance when that happened during Technibond shows, and you know what, it's going to evolve back to that, because we know that you've been chomping at the bit for this brand to come back.
I've been chomping at the bit. I've been crazy with the buyers.
It's ridiculous.
Like, when is it coming back? When are we? I miss it so much.
It's so exciting. It's really exciting.
And you know what, hi Bill and Lynn, I wish I could have, we had another Skype caller, but unfortunately.
Oh, you know, this is broadcasting, by the way, on Facebook as well.
It was like Deborah.
It's Facebook Live.
Just ordered the hoops. Now, I know Leslie's asking about the dress. I don't know if it's my dress or Sue's dress. My dress is coming up a little bit later with Marla Wynn. It's a brand new, beautiful knit dress.
Look great.
Sue, I'll have to find out. Do you know who the designer is, Sue, of your dress? Is it Iman? Okay, so if you were interested in Sue's beautiful dress, and I think that's Leslie, yes, Leslie, check out Iman's collection on hsn.com. Cynthia, I want both the bracelet and the hoops for my birthday, hint, hint, hint. Chris is joining us. Love you, Lynn, love you, Bill, you're awesome, we love you.
Thank you.
I just ordered the bracelet and the earrings in black. Everybody's loving that.
Yes.
Loving that new black gold. It's just, you know, again, it's edgy and it's something hard to find in real gold. So, and when you have that look, and again, it is real gold. We want to, you know, emphasize that over and over again, what you're seeing, reflecting the light, touching your skin, that you'll hear over and over again, why you've had these pieces, many of you, for over 25 years. So
this is such this is a treat. Every woman watching this show that's trying one piece of Technibond, if you don't do anything else tonight, try the earrings. Try the Byzantine earrings.
And look at the workmanship in those. Look at the inside build, the
you
end caps
you
finish.
can't even describe
Beautiful.
it. It's such an intricate, and it's all hand. Listen, it's the intervention of man sitting behind a jeweler's bench with little rings that they have to intertwine together one at a time to create the Byzantine, somewhat of a puzzle ring design, is what I call it. And then they have to flatten it, and they anneal the metal to where it's flat like that, and then they have to solder it to where it's nice and smooth and flows into a circle, and they have to attach that joint catch closure.
Not an easy thing to do.
Think about the work that went into that earring for $44.90.
Can we do this again? Do we know which one's 14 karat?
I bet if you put it
Solid
back on the
gold?
screen, not only because I know that there's the left and the right side of the screen.
I know we're getting scooting on, but remember, one of these exact earrings, and you can get as close as you want with the cameras, that's how confident we are, over $1,000. Or $44.90, $5 off, 4 flex pays, your first monthly payment, it's $11.23. You'll receive these in the next couple of days. And if you're new to Technibond and just discovering one of our absolute #1 longest running jewelry brands, what a great opportunity here today. You'll get them home in the next couple of days and you have your unconditional 30-day money back guarantee with every purchase. Okay, a couple of other things we want to mention.